protection environment. So you see the example, right? Can the country, no matter how rich, how wealthy a country is, when environmental protection, soil later, that country will face many serious consequences. You can see this simple example for this, right? We usually produce anyway on the trees and the road, right? So I think that developed countries should secure a sustainable development if they want the future of their people.
Thank you so much for sharing your opinion. And I think that this plastic project are destroying our environment dramatically. So how about you? Can you share us your point of view toward the issue?
Oh, I have the same idea with this thing. Nowadays, with the rapid growth of the population, developing countries rely too much on their natural resources, especially the fossil fuels, to push up their economy. You know, there are so much trash. It's so much trash. It's just dumped and mixed in the landfill without processing, and it's really harmful to the environment.
I see. Thank you so much. And to keep continue our talk show, I would like to introduce two more special guests, and I believe they will have another perspective toward the issue. Welcome, Ms. Phần and Ms. Jane. Hello, guys. So Jane, as a student, what is your opinion toward the issue?
In fact, economic development is always accompanied by more or less environmental pollution. And it's estimated that in Vietnam, out of 183 industrial parks in the country, but over 60% do not have the wastewater treatment system. Of course, this affects the water system, the atmosphere, or the landscape. And so the question is what we need to do to balance the economic development and environmental protection.
Thank you so much for sharing your opinion. So, Lynn, I think you have some solution for this issue. Can you share what you're thinking?
Yes, I think to solve the environmental problems that we are facing right now, we should have some solutions, such as apply some strict laws to the environmental processes of companies and factories. And also, we have to supervise and strictly control the environmental problems so we don't have cases that violated that for a long time and not yet to be discovered.
Okay, so Minister of the Bhutan once said, gross national happiness is more important than cross domestic product. So, save our us, save ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation from Đà Lạt University. And here we go to the question from University of Economics. You have 1 minute to ask your question.
Thank you for your presentation. I have one question for you guys. So you know, time by time when we have revolution in industry or economy, we use coal, we use oil, and then we use water, then we use electricity, and nowadays people try to use recycle, reusable energy or sources. So to the trend that we are aiming for is we use less and less products that related to earth or related to environment. So what do you think about, there will be a point in the future that we will live separately from the earth, separately from the environment. We can now produce our own oxygen, or we can now produce our own life.
Thank you. And it's time for you to think and answer.
So humans are now living in the environment with air, water, and food. Without all the environment surrounding us, we cannot live anymore. So you asked us that can we stay away from the earth, right? We can create our own environment. My answer is no, because we cannot produce our oxygen, produce food, and besides that,
We depend so much on natural resources like water. Water is a 7% of the earth, so we can live that. Yeah. So that were our answer for this question.
Thank you. And the next question is from University of Science and Technology.
Thanks for your presentation. And we have a question for you that, as you said in your presentation, that environment is also so important. But the aim for any developing countries is to become a developed country. So the economic development is also vitally important. So how can they balance the development of economy and natural protection?
Yes, so we will answer this question now. I think that nowadays we can balance economic growth and also environmental protection. Because with many new technology, we can build our economy based on those technologies. And use reusable and sustainable sources to develop our economy without using the natural resources that we rely on so much in the past. And that's our answer to your question.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation.